A reading from Matthew. Everyone then who hears these words of mine and acts on them will be like a wise man who built his house on rock. The rain fell, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, but it did not fall, because it had been founded on rock. And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not act on them will be like a foolish man who built his house on sand. The rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell, and great was its fall. The word of the Lord. And great was its fall. This sentence describes what would happen if we built a part of our lives on something other than our faith in God. In my meeting with Pastor Frericks, he used the metaphor of catching a baseball. Standing there waiting, wanting to stay in front of the ball like we're supposed to, but our body telling us to do something different, move away. It is the same with God's message to us. He wants us to do exactly what he tells us to do, but our minds say, don't do that, even when we know what God is telling us to do is right. And if we follow our bodies and minds, we do something other than what is needed, whether it is needed by us, someone else, or God. But if we do what God is calling us to do by building our lives on our faith, just as the house built on the rock withstood the rains, the flood, and the wind, we can withstand anything. When I think of building my life upon my faith, I remember going to the National Youth Gathering in New Orleans last summer. Before the trip, I didn't think my faith was that extremely important. While I was in New Orleans, I started to realize how important my faith was in my daily life. I realized how important it is to build everything on my faith and to share my faith with others. The whole trip was amazing. We made school kits for the children that couldn't afford school supplies, did devotions as a group, and had lots of fun. The greatest part of the trip was the worship services, filling the Superdome with 35,000 teenagers crazy about God, getting called to where we needed to be. This experience helped me to base my life on my faith, to build my house on the solid rock. I would describe the youth gathering as a mountaintop experience. These experiences are great, but we need to take the things we learn and incorporate them into our daily lives. I have become much more conscious of my faith and what I do with it. The biggest part of my life that I have built on my faith is my relationships with other people. The trip to New Orleans caused me to realize how much a tiny gesture of kindness can make someone's day, but in the same way, the tiniest negative remark or action can ruin someone's day. Every day, whenever I am talking to someone or just being near them, I try to treat them with as much respect as possible. It doesn't matter if they're my best friend or someone I barely know. Treating everyone with respect and love has made my life monumentally better. It has made me a happier and more tolerant person. You'd be surprised at how easily a simple high five can make someone's day. And that's why we need to build our lives on our faith, because when we do, it not only affects our lives, but everyone else's as well.